Yeah.
Uh, so kind of moving on now past the All-Star stuff. So I don't know if you watched the Knicks yesterday. They lost to the Mavs on national TV, 114-97. The Knicks are on a skid. So in the last 11 games, they are 2-9. This team, I'm not looking at the standings right now, but at one point they were in second place. They've lost these last 9 games, and I think they're probably in the third or fourth spot there in the East. I mean,
Agree.
wow,
Yeah.
what a
They're in
luxury
third.
to lose nine out of 11 and still be top three. What is wrong with the Knicks?
Yeah, they are 2-8 last 10, 4 in a row. I mean, what is crazy there is they've lost 11 games in conference. So I'd have to see like who have they played, but they're 16-6 against the West. So again, like looking at strength of schedule, but man, I don't know. Ever since they won the Emirates Cup, it seemed like they've just slid.
They looked
Uh,
really good during the Cup.
they look great. They look fantastic. They like had a great third against the Spurs, came out, stretched it, won by 10 plus. They looked really good. They looked strong. Brunson looked like he is going to finish the season as a top 5 MVP candidate, first team all NBA, and then from there it's just like it's looked bad. Defensively, they've not looked great. I know they've had obviously injuries to Robinson at times and had to switch
Mhm.
that out. Obviously, Brunson's been injured. They've had Hart out. I think they've struggled to shoot the ball. Well, I think they've dropped a bit there. They're overall. But man, it's just to see them fall again. Not much in the standings, but when you've got the Raptors like coming right at you, the Sixers who have been playing a lot better. You got the Magic improving.
Mhm.
I'm just not sure, like, kind of where it goes for them, right? Like, I think the national TV loss is embarrassing. You've got no AD, obviously. Kyrie's out.
Mavs
Cooper,
had 2 starters.
yeah, Cooper Flag, who at that age
I
healed
mean,
up remarkably fast from a sprained ankle.
yeah. So
um,
I don't know where they go from here. I haven't looked at their schedule coming up. But you just can't keep losing like that, or else it's New York. The noise gets louder and louder. We already hear news coming out about maybe they need to make some moves. So I'm
yeah,
I'm not sure what they do next.
yeah, they're next. So they've got Brooklyn tomorrow. Then you go to Philadelphia on Saturday, which will be tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got a trip out west. You're going to play Sacramento, should be a dub for them. Then you got to go to Toronto, and then you're back home against Portland on the 30th, and then you've got a national TV game on February 1st against the Lakers. I mean, realistically, in that
Mm,
stretch, you've got to beat Brooklyn, you got to beat Sacramento,
yeah.
and you've probably got to beat Portland realistically, and that's been a scrappy team. So if you can
Yeah.
go,
They're not. Uh,
if you can go 3-3 over your next 6, I think that's what you should be at. But that's just, I mean, that's tough with the way they're playing. Again, they just lost to the Mavericks, right? Who are fighting to get into the play-in with a
mhm.
rookie kind of leading their team. So not high hopes on what they can do. Brunson continues to play pretty well, right? On how he's been, but man, it's just his injuries. Can he come back? Their team, they play a lot of minutes for their starters already, so I'll be anxious to see, like, can they come out of this? I mean, if they had, they've lost 4 in a row now. If they were over their last 12, 6-6, 4-8, but man, like 2-9 in the last 11, like
Yeah,
it's
they're
tough. And the streak is like, you beat the Clippers, you lose to Phoenix, which Phoenix has played amazing. Then they
mhm.
beat Portland, but you lost to Sacramento, Golden State without a ton of their people
Yeah.
in that game. You didn't have Brunson. Then you come back and lose to the Suns again. You get blown out by the Mavs. Before that, they had lost to Detroit already and Philadelphia. So it's not an easy schedule. But before that piece, then you had just lost to Atlanta by double digits. So that's just not where you want to be right now. Towns has been scoring really well. Anunoby's been a little inconsistent. Obviously, I think early in the season he was maybe a fringe all-star candidate. I'd be anxious to see kind of where he falls there. But they're going to need more production from Anunoby, and they're going to need consistency from Towns and from Brunson as well. So,
Okay. Well, I mean, with the Knicks getting like this, we mentioned it was New York. Noise gets louder. Now there's starting to be some trade rumors going around with Karl Anthony Towns. So some of the teams that are linked to him are Memphis, Orlando, Charlotte, Toronto. Well, let's start here. Do you think New York needs to make a trade, particularly with Cat?
Dan, I'd say this: 2-9 again, and you're in the third seed. Like I don't think this is a time to get drastic. Who would you trade for? Right? Like I think you made kind of a blockbuster trade to get Cat to New York, sent out Randall, who, as much as people have thought about the inconsistency of Randall, he's been all NBA, even though it's third team, 2 out of the last 3 years or 2 out of the last 4 years. So again, if you're talking like who's going to take them over the hump, like, I mean, the trade that I would bet New Yorkers would throw out is Cat to Milwaukee for Giannis. Like, does that put you over there? Yeah. I know Giannis has been linked with anything, and New York is just like LA, and they think that any player in the world, they're going to slap a Photoshop of them in their uniform.
Yeah.
If you could get a straight up trade for Giannis, like, of course, I don't know a team that shouldn't and wouldn't go for that, but realistically, like, what else are you going to bring in that's there, right? Like, Brunson is an all NBA guard. Is he small? Is he going to get hunted on defense? Yes. You've got large wings with size who can shoot. In Anunoby, and then you've got Mikal Bridges. You've got Hart. Like, they're a stacked team.
Yeah.
I just like, how do you put it together, right? Like, they don't rebound extremely well on defense sometimes. Yeah, like they should do great. And I think this is one you just have to wait out. I think after the game they lost yesterday, I know the crew there had Carmelo Anthony on, and he was talking that they probably needed a players only meeting, right, or something where they decided what should happen. So
former players, they had like a bunch of former players there.
Yeah.
Talk about a bunch of guys that are just there, just disappointed. Like these former Knicks players are so sad and disappointed in the product that the Knicks are putting out right now. It's just incredible to see. Like Carmelo, you mentioned, he's. And other guys there. So like, man, it's you look at some of these other franchises when they're former players come back, you're not really seeing them talk bad about the team the way like it's happening with the Knicks right now. So that's pretty interesting. And I don't know if that helps or hurts the players that are playing there. I imagine they kind of wouldn't be good. It just kind of get more in your head, but they're pros.
You said it though. Like, that's, if there's two places where you're going to get a ton of media scrutiny, you're going to get a ton of media scrutiny. You're going to get a ton of former players saying stuff. It's New York and LA, right? And I'd say you're probably hearing it more. You've heard it most of the season for LA, but it's been around. Hey, LeBron's hurt. Luka that type of two-way player, but in New York, like they've had a ton of success. You won the midseason cup, right? Like I think you're going through a rough spot right now. You're still good in the standings. The teams below you, like, are they on the come up? But like, I think the Knicks are clearly better than the Raptors, and I think the Knicks are clearly better than Philadelphia. So I think it's just up to them to kind of right that ship, and that's with coaches and players coming together. So.
I mean, they won the cup, and also like a lot of people argue they probably should have went to the finals last year against But I mean, obviously the Pacers were the better team, but like you've done all this stuff. Like, what is going on with y'all? Y'all need to just get over the hump. And
I'll say this, the only thing that would push them is this is a free year for you, right? You got the inkling is there. Tatum's going to come back. before the season's over, right? Like they're looking at a post All-Star. But this is the year, right? Like you've got Halliburton out, so the Pacers are horrible. You've got a really bad year for the Bucks so far, right? Like, are they going to right the ship? Trae Young is now out of Atlanta. They're going to continue to slide. The Cavs are not playing well. This is the time. All the injuries in Philly. If there's a time for the Knicks to step up and take over, like it's this year, right? Like you've got the Pistons. I watched them yesterday against the Celtics. Like they look good. But if there's a year you got to take advantage of it, it's right now, right? Like you got to go. And if you don't do it, then maybe you do need to make some trade. But I just don't think they're at the point where they need to.